and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for everyone that subscribed. If you haven't done so, press the subscribe button, and thank you for the likes and comments. I'm very humbled by the support I've been getting from you guys. Honestly, it means a lot. And please make sure you jump in the comments, let's talk about things. What things would you like to see from me? What would you like me to post about? I'll add in my socials here, so you guys follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Add those in here, and thank you so much for tuning in, guys. So today I am doing a poetry video actually, and I have written poems for years, since I was probably in primary school, but I've just never really brought them out into the world. I started a little bit this year on Instagram, but that's very limited. So yeah, just putting it out to the whole world. Basically, this is the first official poetry video that I've done, and I hope you guys like it. I use poetry as a way of expressing myself. That's how I best express myself, through poetry, and I've done it for quite a number of years, and I hope you guys like it. So the poem for today is called The Old Portrait. Time slows down, gathering thoughts in what seems like a bubble far from protection. Those who once cut my night are also those cutting my night now, but this time in a bleak manner. Am I really as strong as I thought myself be, or am I just as feeble as those around me? But I once was strong, before I let the plague get to me and understand my complexity. Now it's eaten away, depriving me from what's meant to be peace to this time of despair. Is it really true that me, be tampered with and left perplexed, that others who once called me pedantic alter me? That I be courted and gathered for display like an old portrait, once known as authentic but now known as a replica, and lose my touch and fire off like a cannonball? But I know I'm better than that. Am I slow-witted to be fooled? Was it just part of the trademark? Was it ever authentic? But then I wonder why I still conjecture that. Above the many layers of graphite and every inch of every color that lays above my clear core, I still have the tendency to doubt me. But yet again, I'm absent. Only a fraction of me remains. The rest is an untold mystery. The portrait that was once adored, now left to see the rain, left the many layers and hard efforts be washed away, and let its defense lay to rest. As it crumbles and sets amongst the many that once were strong, but now remain in silence. Not speaking, not displaying the lack of capability, lost all sense of their being, and now left to be weak, so others will never satisfy their means. Their true value now remains unknown, just like what's soon to be the new old portrait that once was. When I wrote this poem, I was going through a very dark space within myself. I was questioning myself a lot in terms of my self-worth, and I had placed a lot of power and importance on other people's opinions, and I sort of had these timelines to what I should have achieved by a certain time, and I was falling very short of that, and it made me question myself and just question where I was going with my life. That being said, in terms of this poem, I was describing myself as the old portrait. Because then I had viewed myself as this failure, someone who had not been able to live up to the standards that they wanted to keep themselves at. And now looking back at this old portrait that I once loved, this image that I had of myself and who I would have been, and looking back at it and adoring it and hating who I was at that time. And also the fact that I said placing a lot of importance on other people's opinions, And it took me a while, but then I later realized that, and I'm still realizing that other people's opinions should not matter to you. If they're not helping you to grow and be a better version of yourself, they have no importance to you and they should not have power over you. Like, I do not seek for people's good opinions of me. I do not seek that. If it comes to me, I appreciate it, but I do not need it for me to live life on my own terms. It has taken me a while to get here, but I'm glad I have reached that state. So at that time, I was questioning my self-worth, and that puts you in a very dark place, because that you come face to face with yourself and with your demons. And I realized all I was doing is basically eating away at my self-esteem and at my mental health, to say the least. It was not healthy, and I just realized that I needed to see myself in a better light. I was a person that was of great value, and I am a person of great value. I now know my self-worth. And sometimes in life you tend to forget, when things get rough, who you are or your self-worth. And it's worth a constant reminder to yourself of how important you are, and just your importance in this world, and your worth as well. Like, deep down I knew, although I was going through this dark phase, I knew that there was more to me, and I've always known that there was more to me. That was to be brought out into the world. Much as that little annoying voice in your head that tells you all the impossibilities and all the bad things about yourself, deep down, like I said, amongst the many layers of graphite and every inch of every color above my clear core, like to the core of me, like the core, the deep down in my heart, I knew my importance. But because of circumstances, I had forgotten, or had gone blindsided to who I was. And it's important to have people that will remind you, or phrases that you say to yourself that will remind you. Like, I've now written down my 5 reasons of why I'm living, my 5 whys for why I need to do more and achieve more. And every time I read that, whenever I have a character building day, which is a bad day, whenever I have a character building day, I will read that and remind myself of why I need to work so hard, why I need to achieve what I want to achieve, why I need to get the life that I want. And it pushes me, it drives me to be better, to do better, and also reminds me of my self-worth. And yeah, that's basically some of the meaning behind the poem. And guys, let me know if you would like me to do more of these poetry videos. There is a lot more of where that came from. And yeah, just let me know, drop it down in the comments if you guys would like to see more of this poem kind of stuff as well. And thank you so much guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe.